So, boom. Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, bro. You gotta show love. Don't be afraid to show people love, bro. You feel me? You gotta show love and compliment other people's work. And if you get an idea from somebody else, bro, don't be afraid to say, like, all right, like, bro, this person inspired me, so that's why I'm gonna give them a shout out. Like, it's nothing wrong with that, bro. We all learn from somebody. I learned from somebody, bro. I learned from Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, John Singleton. It's a lot of people you learn from, bro. Like, I wasn't always thinking this way. Like, you know, I had to go out and learn and watch, you know, watch how what other people had to go through and learn from their mistakes. And, you know,
because I feel like as artists, that's what we doing. I feel like as artists, us putting our work out is what's building the future. Because as humans, you know, we don't know a lot of things, and it's not our job to know them. But I think our curiosity for them is what we should show in our artwork.
Yeah, bro, and just don't give up, bro. Like, don't give up, bro.
Because you're gonna have doubters, haters.
Man, bro.
And they all just, you know.
Yeah, bro. But sometimes, bro, when you don't give up, like, I feel like you accomplish some of your old goals. Some of them that you never thought, like, you would ever accomplish after, you know, because sometimes we put a limit on stuff. Like, we feel like at a certain age or a certain time, this should be going on like this. But I honestly feel like, bro, that like, if you don't give up, you could accomplish like a lot of your old goals, bro. And one day you gonna look back and be like, dang, like, you know, I thought this was unreachable, like, at one point in time. But, you know, I feel like as a kid, like, you dream big, and like the older you get, like, when you don't see the results that you want, like, sometimes you just put those dreams to the side and start focusing on stuff that doesn't have nothing to do that aligns with what you genuinely deep down in your heart, like, want to do and see.
Mm-hmm. I feel like as an artist, when you give up, I feel like giving up as an artist is something you really can't do.
Man.
Because when you give up as an artist, when you give up on work that you put in time and energy and your passion into, and you giving up on this kind of stuff, I feel like you giving up on other artists as well. Yep. And you giving up on the ones to come after you, because they just want to see how you did it.
Yep.
It might not even be beneficial to their journey and they world as an artist, but when we see how we all create, I think that's one of the biggest things we can do as artists, is not give up. Because you don't know what you can do by not giving up.
And some people may say, like, it don't matter how you get there, but honestly, I think it does. Like,
100%.
Everything that you do leads up to where you want to be, and
100%.
Why it's not happening, or, you know, like, sometimes I feel like God sits you down to, like, so you realize, like, I was doing this and that didn't even go with, you know, the dream, or that's not what artists do. Like, you know, sometimes you may do stuff that artists don't even do. Like, you may be doing some stuff that, you know, that's
like us,
pulling you down.
We playing football.
Man.
We play football, like, and we artists. I feel like that's one of the biggest things that we probably bring to the table as artists.
Man.
Is that we play college football. Trying to go to the pros with this. Like,
man, we not the best. We feel like we is, though.
I feel like I'm the best.
But we know.
You put me against anybody, and we gonna see who gonna come out on top.
The paper might not say it, but I feel like I could do whatever I put my mind to.
Man, I feel like that's one of the best things you could have as an artist. The feeling that you could do whatever and you could do whatever you put your mind to. Because honestly, I always played football since a little kid, but I never thought I was worthy enough to be a college athlete until I got around these dudes and I seen, like, man, I've been doing this since I was a kid, bro. I don't need, like,
a nigga had to trick yourself into believing, like, all right,
I had to force,
make it.
I had to go delusional.
No cap.
All the way. I had to go all the way delusional into believing that I was a college athlete.
For real.
Because everybody I ever met always said, you know, you too small, They look like this, they look like that.
You don't weigh
But
enough.
me being an artist, I found that every artist don't look the same. Every artist don't come from the same place. Every artist don't have the same background.
It don't matter where you come
and it don't matter to the artists. The artists don't even, like, us as artists, we don't go up to other artists and say, you know, how did you get here as an artist?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes that don't even matter. I feel like you could see it so much in the art sometimes that
You don't even gotta ask them questions.
I feel like that's the language we speak as artists. We all speak an artist language that allows us to be open.
Yep.
That was great right there.
Oh, and you gotta stay focused.
Focus.
Yep, you gotta stay focused. Like, you have to be able to cut your phone off, cut ties with people. You can't be afraid to walk away from people that's pulling you down. And you know,
Because that's like giving up as an artist.
Yep.
If you allow people to determine where your artwork should go,
Yep.
I feel like you giving up on the artist in yourself.
because people can't see what you see.
We all got different visions.
We all got two eyes for a reason.
We just all need each other to bring these visions to life.
Nah, for
We
real.
need to see it. We need to see it in other people so that we could believe it. Like,
Yep.
and I feel like when we don't do things like this, like talk about how we feel as artists and talk about how we can better other artists in the future.
I feel like as an artist too, you have to, like, sometimes you gotta go back to your childhood. Like, you gotta go back to how excited you was, like, when you was going outside to play. Like, you gotta remember them moments, because that's where the excitement comes in, and that's what keeps you going.
I think you should never listen to nobody telling you you shouldn't be excited about
Your work.
your work and your art. Because being excited is how you got there. So it don't matter how nobody feel if you taking the time in to stay focused and accomplish your artist goals.
Yeah, and I think it's levels to everything. I don't think you could skip steps. I feel like you got to go through every step, because that's very important as an artist. You got to go through every single step. Like,
I feel like you should want to start from the bottom,
yeah,
because who wouldn't want to know the dirt that they using to build their house?
yeah,
You know, who wouldn't want to know what walls is being placed in the house that they building? I feel like when you leave decisions like that up to other people, you limit yourself as an artist. Because it's not wrong for you to go out and figure those things out on your own.
for real.
It shouldn't be looked at as a hassle, or it's draining you, or I feel like you should just fall in love with the creativity, in all honesty.
Man, honestly, bro, we still young. We only 23, but age as an artist, I feel like age do not matter.